Good afternoon, I'm Mai Rodriguez. Today on Newsfeed at noon, staunch Duterte ally Salvador Panelo believes Vice President Sara Duterte will be impeached. Overseas, or rather in outer space, NASA astronauts embrace the holiday spirit as they show off their zero-gravity Thanksgiving feast. Heads up for Wicked fans, the iconic ruby slippers worn by Judy Garland in the classic film The Wizard of Oz going up for auction in the U.S. And a new milestone for Ann Curtis as she unveils her wax figure from Madame Tussauds Hong Kong. Thanks for joining us. As Vice President Sara Duterte faces mounting controversies, she decries what she claims is harassment from the Marcos administration. In a press conference, Duterte accused the administration of seeking her removal so House Speaker Martin Romualdez could take over. The VP also alleged the anti-terror law, which was approved by her father, former President Rodrigo Duterte, is being used against her.
We have reached the point of no return, and it is clear, ma'am, na parang they are really going after me. At gusto talaga nila akong tanggalin sa posisyon. And totoo talaga yung mga sinasabi ko na threats sa akin.
To reschedule her summon to explain her death threats to the first couple and Speaker Romualdez. She was asked to go to the NBI office tomorrow, Friday, but Duterte says her priority is the House hearing into her confidential funds, which is also set for tomorrow. Staunch Duterte ally and lawyer Salvador Panelo believes Vice President Sara Duterte will be impeached. But speaking on BNC's On Point, the former presidential legal counsel said this will only trigger more mass actions in support of the Dutertes.
Yan, maniwala ka, matagal ko nang sinabi, that will strengthen the sympathy of the people towards the Dutertes. And that will also escalate the anger and the hatred of people who are assaulting the Dutertes.
Panelo also denied allegations former President Rodrigo Duterte is urging the military to seize control of the government. Panelo says Duterte, in fact, had been discouraging soldiers from launching a coup. He adds the former president was only reminding the military of its job.
You say you do your work, you take your oath to protect the people of this country.
Right.
So yun ang trabaho mo. So kung you feel na yung gobyerno na supposed to be will be taking care of the people is not doing its job, it's your job to protect the people from this government.
Duterte is now under investigation for possible sedition. The House Quad Committee is seeking custody of businessman Mark Taguba, who's in prison for illegal drug shipment. The committee also lifted its contempt order for Mexico Pampanga Mayor Teddy Tumang. Let's get updates from Zandro Ochona, who will join us over the line. Zandro, why does the committee want custody of Mark Taguba?
The House Quadcom wants to gain custody of Taguba to ensure his safety. The committee cites Taguba's importance in seeking the truth about a 6.4 billion peso drug shipment from China in 2017. The committee wants to keep Taguba until they are sure of his safety, but no time frame was given. In his testimony, Taguba bears that in the drug smuggling case filed against him, several customs officials were also indicted. However, all of these officials were later absolved.
Nasa NBI pa kami, nagpresenta doon sa preliminary investigation. Ang dami po namin nagbibigay ng affidavit. Nandoon po sila, Commissioner File doon. Nandoon po sila Neil Estrella, Joel Pinawin. So, sabi ko nga, conspiracy, dapat lahat kami acquitted kung lahat. Kung acquit, kung ano naman, kung convict, di dapat convicted kami lahat. Kasi ganun lahat ng dinaanan ng container,
Upon conviction, sinong kasama mo na lang?
Ako, si Irene, tsaka si Kenneth, tapos yung bodigero.
Mai, the Quadcom also showed compassion by lifting their earlier contempt order for Mexico Pampanga Mayor Teddy Tumang. Lawmakers gave that order after Tumang denied he knew Willie Ong and Eddie Yang, incorporators of Enterprise 999. The company owns the warehouse that received the shipment of 560 kilos of shabu in 2023. Mai.
Zandro, there are rumors an impeachment complaint will be filed today against VP Sara Duterte. Any word or any information about that?
Might still a wait-and-see situation here at the House of Representatives. The media are camping out just outside the office of the House Secretary General. We're yet to find out if indeed anyone will file a complaint, an impeachment complaint today. Mai.
Thank you for that report, Zandro Ochona from the Batasang Pambansa. President Bongbong Marcos joining the international community in commemorating the International Day of Solidarity with the Palestinian people. Marcos says he is gravely concerned over the catastrophic humanitarian situation in Gaza. He calls on all parties to refrain from escalating violence and work towards a peaceful resolution. The president stresses diplomacy remains the cornerstone of achieving lasting peace in the Middle East. The chief of the United Nations hailing the ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon's Hezbollah. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres calls it the first ray of hope in the conflict in the Middle East. He adds it is a moment of great importance for civilians who suffered months of escalating tensions.
It is essential that they fully respect it, and it is essential that this commitment paves the way for a political solution to the Lebanese crisis. And at the same time, I can assure you that UNIFIL, the United Nations peacekeeping force, which has been in Lebanon, is currently prepared to make its contribution to verifying the ceasefire with full commitment.
Guterres now says the work towards an immediate ceasefire in Gaza must also continue. U.S. President-elect Donald Trump taps retired Lieutenant General Keith Kellogg as a special envoy to Ukraine. Kellogg will likely play a central role in attempting to help resolve the nearly 3-year-long war. Currently, there is no special U.S. envoy to the war in Ukraine, but Trump had expressed interest in creating the position. Quickly winding down the Ukraine war was one of Trump's central campaign promises, but he has avoided discussing how he would do so. Thanksgiving travel well underway in the U.S. On Tuesday, about 2.7 million passengers were screened at airport security checkpoints, the highest ever for a Tuesday before Thanksgiving. Lines are expected to be even longer this Thanksgiving Eve. But so far, many passengers are making it to their destinations without a hitch. A record 80 million Americans are expected to travel at least 50 miles for Thanksgiving.
Incredibly smooth. Airports, both front end, back end, great. Service was great. Honestly, I was surprised. I thought it would be, really crowded, long delays, but thank God it was all very smooth and seamless.
It has been fabulous. Uneventful, very punctual. Everyone was very friendly, and all the hype from the news was saying, maybe delays. We didn't encounter any of that.
While most Americans are busy traveling for Thanksgiving, some will be having an out-of-this-world meal, literally. NASA astronauts are embracing the holiday spirit, offering a glimpse of their zero-gravity feast. On the menu, vacuum-sealed smoked turkey and Brussels sprouts.
We're going to celebrate that tradition up here, though our meal may look a little bit different. Don, if you hold the mic. So we've got a container here of all the things that we're going to enjoy on Thanksgiving. It is a feast. Let me see. We've got Brussels sprouts, butternut squash, apples and spice,
Smoked turkey.
and smoked turkey. It's going to be delicious.
On a professional sense, I mean, there's not many places that you can be that you can actually lay on the ceiling, and this is one of them. We're thankful for zero gravity. It's fantastic.
Not bad. Looks like a healthy meal for them. We're taking a breather. Up ahead. An exhibition at London's iconic Tate Modern takes viewers back to the roots of art and technology. We'll give you a look after the break. You're back on Newsfeed at noon. The government's budget position swings back to a surplus in October due to growth in revenues. The government posted a 6.3 billion peso surplus for the month, a reversal from the 34.4 billion peso deficit recorded last year. Revenue collections accelerated by 22.63%, outpacing expenditures, which increased 11% year on year. The surplus helped narrow the year-to-date deficit to 964 billion pesos, which stands at only 65% of the 1.48 trillion full-year program. This means the government is more efficiently collecting revenue, which helps reduce the deficit and improves the country's financial stability. In other news, London's iconic Tate Modern opens an exhibition that takes us back to the roots of art and technology. The expo delves into the creative interplay between art and tech from the 1950s to the early 1990s. Featuring work from over 70 international artists, pieces include impressive installations using light, movement, and images generated by computers.
Loads of young artists are using the tools of digital media to make their work. But what we wanted to do as a museum is to tell the backstory of that tendency and to really look at the pioneers who, before they had the incredible capacity of contemporary computing, were imagining the look of the world we inhabit now. It shows you that the anxieties around AI are not new. They were all there, and artists were also thinking in the Cold War period, you know, how do we turn the potential threat of technology in weapons into something optimistic and utopian, and how do we connect with other people in doing that?
The exhibition, called Electric Dreams, Art and Technology Before the Internet, runs until June 1st, a fascinating look at how yesterday's innovations shape the art and technology of today. Still on a wicked hype? Well, here's some news for you. An iconic piece from the 1939 film The Wizard of Oz is going under the hammer in Dallas. We're talking about an original glittery ruby red slippers worn by Dorothy Gale, as played by Judy Garland. The slippers are currently on display in London. They are one of only 4 surviving pairs made for the movie. The auction will be held next month.
These slippers are so precious in the sense that the movie itself is legendary. Everyone thinks about The Wizard of Oz and everyone knows The Wizard of Oz. I can tell you I've taken these across the world and as far as Tokyo, and they're still recognizable. It really was the first movie, I think, that made waves and is known generation to generation to generation. It really lives on, and I think that's what makes these slippers so special, is because with the movie, these slippers also live on.
We're taking another breather. Still to come, a new milestone for Anne Curtis as she unveils her wax figure from Madame Tussauds, Hong Kong. That and more when Newsfeed at Noon returns. Stay with us.
Ganda.
Bilyonaryo.
Exactly.
You look like a billionaire tonight.
The bigger the hair, the closer to God.
Bilyonaryo. Super B. Yes.
Super B.
This is Tessa Prieto, and this is Billionaryo channel.
Hi, this is Sam Pinto. Lorenzo.
And Anthony Semrad.
Hi, this is Donnie.
This is Belle.
And you are watching Bilyonaryo News Channel.
This is Nicole Anderson. Hi, this is Chief. Hey guys, this is Kylie Brazosa.
Hi, this is Mon Gutierrez, and you're watching Billionario News Channel, always on top.
Kunyari lang ang billionaire, but hello to all the viewers of Bilyonaryo.
Ito po si Father Nono.
Ako po si Father Fiel Pareha.
Ako si Risa Singson Kaupeng.
Kape at pandasal na po tayo. Ito po si Cardinal Chito Tagle.
Yung mga thought ka dyan, yung mga all the girls I've loved before, akala natin magpa-file, tapos hindi naman file.
Tapos meron ka pang nakita mga self-confessed drug lord.
Kaya naman, ang madalas nangyayari ay artista turned candidate.
Ate, call me.
Yeah! O isang angkan na panahon pa ni Mahoma. Puro lumang mukha ulit.
Yung hindi kakain sa lounge ng Senado, dahil ang tingin niya, yung pagkain doon ay
Bayad
pera
ng
ng
tao
bayan.
bayan.
Diba?
Oo.
Saka makakakita ng ganyan.
From Manila to the globe, this is World Newsfeed, bringing you the biggest stories shaping our time. I'm Rain Musni. Let's dive into the headlines, making a global impact.
Welcome back to Newsfeed at Noon. Another milestone for Ann Curtis. She has become the first Filipino actress and TV host to be featured at Madame Tussauds Hong Kong Glamour Zone. Ann herself attended the unveiling of her wax figure, which will stand alongside those of Hollywood icons, including Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt, and Nicole Kidman. Fans can view her wax figure starting December 9th. Taylor Swift is adding a new chapter to her record-breaking year. Her self-published book, The Eras Tour book, hit shelves as a Target exclusive for Black Friday. This includes never-before-seen photos and personal stories from her monumental tour, which has already grossed over $1 billion in ticket sales this year. Target is banking on this release to drive foot traffic and online orders during the holiday shopping season. Ed Sheeran is back, and just in time for the holiday season, the singer-songwriter has released the music video for his new Christmas ballad, Under the Tree. It features Bridgerton star Claudia Jessie Payton. The song was written for the upcoming feature film That Christmas, which premieres on Netflix next month. Ed says it's about a character in the film who wants to spend Christmas with his dad but doesn't get to, something that so many people go through every year. That Christmas is part of a trilogy of books by Richard Curtis, who also wrote the screenplay for the Christmas classic Love Actually. It's all systems go for this year's Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. The massive helium balloons that will float through New York City came to life Wednesday with hundreds of spectators in attendance. Thursday's event will feature characters including Pikachu, Goku from Dragon Ball, and Monkey D. Luffy. All in all, 22 floats will take part in the parade. More cities around the world are also getting into the festive mood. In the Danish capital of Copenhagen, the Tivoli Gardens has transformed into a Nordic-inspired winter wonderland. Aside from 30 rides and its signature Christmas market, the historic amusement park features an ice skating rink and a house for Santa Claus.
Christmas in Tivoli is all about traditions, and when you come here, you will recognize it with the lights and the atmosphere, the smell from the traditional Danish foods and drinks.
Over in France, the city of Strasbourg has opened its Christmas market, which has been attracting tourists from all over the globe.
It's very beautiful. I've never seen a Christmas market like this before, ever. I think really Strasbourg is the city for Christmas. It's the most beautiful city I've ever been in the Christmas time. And the decoration is just awesome.
And those are the news this hour. I'm Mai Rodriguez. Keep it here on BNC, the Bilyonaryo News Channel. Good afternoon.